Hi guys, so today I wanted to, pull a few cards to talk about the new moon in Taurus happening on Friday. So I don't know, I decided to do this reading outside because why not? Taurus, I'm in the garden, the ground, it's full of life, full of beauty, is full of things that are connected to the earth. So why not be in this energy, this frequency, right? To deliver this message for us. So yeah, let's talk about it. I feel like with this Taurus new moon, like Taurus energy is all about grounding, it's very business oriented, it has to do with like abundance, finances, just richness, is ruled by Venus also. Venus is, the sign of values and beauty, and stuff like that, right? Taurus likes to feel comfortable, right? So this energy of Taurus is, all about comfort, right? So I already feel like with this Taurus energy, it's already going to put us in this energy of like having to feel comfortable, with where we at with ourselves, and everything that we choose to do, so allow yourself to, just dive in your comfort. Like, what are the things that make you feel at home, if that makes sense? What are the things that make you feel grounded, and do that. Take some time, try not to work yourself up or like stress yourself out. Take some time to go out in nature, do something, smell the roses, smell the trees. I'm literally in the garden right now. It's like flowers all around. So taking the time to smell the flowers, smell the roses, and just be present with life and yourself, yeah. So I feel like that's like the biggest thing with this Taurus energy, right? Us having to be grounded and be present. Also, we're also gonna be touching into like our finances and stuff like that. So the things that, what plans have you had as far as what you want to do business wise? Like, what do you want to do in life? What do you want to do for the next 3 to 6 months? What are your plans? Do you have a plan? Do you have a schedule? Do you have like a set of routine? Do you have like a way you want to go about things? Just kind of allow yourself to like follow the rules in a sense, but one step at a time. Follow the step that you need to take in order for you to achieve your goals. But yeah, this is also about patience. You have to be patient with it, patient with your goal, patient with those steps, and just allow things to unfold as they should, and just focus on what you need to do one step at a time. I feel like this new moon in Taurus is gonna bring about opportunities. Okay, this card should not be there. It's gonna bring about opportunities in our lives, like the things that new opportunities, what is something new, like business venture, like something new that you want to do, new relationship, new partnership, new business ideas, just something new in general that you may want to do. Yeah, so be welcoming of that. If something hasn't been working out for you, just assess everything, see if there's anything that you need to work on in order to improve it. But if not, you have to let it go. You don't want to waste any more time in it, because this new moon is literally bringing new energy into your space. So you need to take advantage of these new energies and new opportunities, and put yourself in a position where you can experience the best out of life, or you can experience more or better in general, so allow yourself to be in that space, okay? And don't allow things that stress you out too much to kind of get in the way of like, of your happiness, because it's not always all about, you know, money, or like career, or like, you know, living up to like social expectations or whatever, right? It's also about like what makes you happy, you know, but not be, you know, not be, how do you call it, like what makes you happy, but in a sense of like, you know, things that are actually good, you know, in general, for everybody, as long as you're not harming anybody. Because I know there's some people out here that whatever makes them happy is hurting other people. Not that, you know, just things that are more so lively, and that will bring you a lot more abundance in your life, you know. So the things that make you happy in general, whether it's things that you're good at, or, you know, favorite places you like to go, or things that you like to do in general. And yeah, so yeah, let's pull the cards now, because I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to touch into the message that spirit has for us for this new moon. What do we need to know in general? Okay, I know I already started channeling and stuff like that, but let's see what the card has to say, right? Okay, so with this new moon, we have the Fool, right? With the Fool, this is taking risk. Okay, you have to take a risk. You have to put yourself in a vulnerable position. I feel like this new moon, in order for you to embody all this energy and this abundance come into your life, you have to be able to be vulnerable. You have to let your walls down. You have to let your shell down. You have to operate on faith. You have to, like, you know, you have to do things that you haven't done before. You have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, as long as it's not hurting you or harming you, right? You have to, you know, make that move. You have to yeah, like, you need to take that what you call it, that risk. You need to make that risk. You want to start that new thing, start it. You want to get into that new relationship, give them a chance. You want to, you know, start a new business, give it a chance. You want to start whatever you want to start new, whatever you want to venture into, give it a chance. Because this is all about you not letting anything hold, baby, not letting anything hold you back, you know, or slow you down or pull you back. Things from the past, people from the past, situations, certain energies are going to try to pull you back to the past. But you have to be willing to fight for, you know, what you want, and continue to move forward, you know, and do what is best. So yeah, don't let anything from the past hold you back or whatsoever, and try to focus on your future, on the things that you're trying to build for yourself. You know, if something is not right for you, it's not good for you, life is short, so you don't want to spend your life suffering most of the time, you know, when you only got now, you only got this moment, and tomorrow is not promised. So you have to have that mentality of like, okay, what am I doing today that's going to fulfill my heart desires? You know, what am I doing today that's going to make a difference in my life, that's going to help me elevate and grow on the soul level, on the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional level? But yeah, you have to, you know, just allow yourself to, you know, move forward. Don't hold yourself back, and don't let anything hold you back. Okay, that's the new moon energy. And then we have the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords with this new moon is calling you to rest. Taurus is all about resting. It's all about, you know, comfort, you know, wanting to be comfortable and all that type of stuff. So allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to, you know, get some rest. There's nothing wrong with that. You sleeping does not make you lazy. You have to understand that this whole system was built, you know, by somebody, and we are all following this system. This doesn't mean that it's right or it's wrong. Don't allow this system or this way that was set up to make you feel as though it's like normal. It's not, but we made it normal because it's like, you know, everybody is like under it and following it and doing it, you know. But sleeping is good for your body. It's literally you prioritizing your well-being, your physical being, right? It's not just you eating healthy or you exercising and drinking a lot of water. You also need to rest. You need your body to rejuvenate. You need your body to, you know, to relax. And you need your spirit to explore and go on in the ether, in the spiritual world, and dream, and, you know, also experience more than just this reality, you know. Because sleeping is not just good for your body, it's also good for your spirit, for your soul, Okay, that's why you dream, that's why you go into other realities, other realms, right? So but yeah, allow yourself to rest, allow your mind to rest. Don't stress too much, don't overthink things too much, and just rest. There's nothing wrong with you sleeping. Okay, all right. And then we have the nine of torches. Okay, so with this new moon here, I feel like you've been on this journey of like self-betterment, right? I feel like you've been doing so much for yourself, and you've been focusing on you growing and, you know, just accomplishing things in your life. Like, it's like you just too focused in that, and you haven't allowed yourself to truly live and experience. You know, what is the point of you learning and, you know, gaining wisdom and learning and stuff like that if you're not gonna go out into the world and explore? I feel like you know, most people are afraid of actually putting themselves out there, you know, and they just stuck in this mentality of like, I'm doing the work, I'm healing myself, I'm, you know, protecting my energy. And it's like, there's a reason why you're here on earth, you know. So don't be afraid to experience, you know, because of your past traumas. You know, you've been doing the work, you've been healing. I feel like you're in a better space than you were before. I feel like you've learned a lot, you know, in these past few years. So it's time for you to put yourself out there. You know, that's why what came, you know, with the full card, as far as taking a risk. You know, put yourself out there and, you know, allow yourself to experience. Don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of losing. Don't be afraid of, like, you know, you not getting it. You don't want to miss out. Okay, you don't want to miss out. Baby, no, I don't need that, baby. I have these. I don't need those. Okay, yeah, don't miss out on life because of your fear, you know, of getting hurt or whatever it is. Allow yourself to truly experience, you know. So I feel like that's what this new moon is calling, because you're going through an ascension, you're going through like an ending period where you're about to start this new venture, and you have to fully be in that energy of like you wanting to experience more and you wanting to do more. Okay, because like life is all about experience, and you have to welcome it however it comes, and you just learn what you need to learn, and you gain whatever you need to gain. So don't be afraid of that whatsoever. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Torches. The Queen of Torches is somebody, this represents somebody who has a lot of wisdom, that's gathered a lot of wisdom, very protected, very, very protected. But this energy is also calling you out to not be too delusional. Don't allow things to get worse than it already is. You know, if you see something, speak on it. You know, if you see something, you know, if something is like, you know, let's say you're seeing a red flag or something like that, don't allow it to burn or get so chaotic to the point where you're stuck there, you know, and you're letting it, you know, harm you or create chaos around you. You know, once you see something, a sign of something, you have to do something about it immediately. Don't let it build up. You know, if you start feeling angry or anything, you know, do something about it instead of allowing it to build up and eventually create unnecessary things that they need to be created if you were to just do something about it right now. Okay, so don't be afraid of doing that. All right, so yeah, this is calling you not to be too delusional. This is also letting you know that you are protected, you are guarded. Nothing else around you is going to be able to harm you, you know, as long as you stay connected to like your spirit, you know, and you stay authentic to yourself. You know, you are protected, you are guarded, so there's nothing to fear. Don't allow anybody to instill no kind of fear onto you. Don't let people gaslight you or trying to hold you back or, like, you know, make you feel bad for you making the best decision for yourself, you know, or doing what is right for yourself. Don't let anybody do that, because everybody is kind of selfish to an extent. And some people, once they have that attachment to people, to others, they feel this sense of like they own them, so they start doing stuff just to keep them, even if it's stuff that are not in their favor, or the other person may think is in their favor but it's not. Okay, so don't allow people like that to come back into your life and trying to like tell you things to make you come back into their life, or like to do things that is not in alignment with you. You know, don't get out of character. You know, just stand your ground. you know, and just do what you need to do. Okay, do what is best for you, and don't allow anybody to gaslight you or like hold you back, you know. So yeah, I feel like that's like the main energy with that, you know, staying authentic to yourself and like doing what you need to do, you know, doing what is best for you and not allowing anything or anyone to hold you back whatsoever. Yeah, and don't be afraid to speak up, you know, let your voice be heard, you know, let people know how you feel. Don't allow things to keep you stagnant. Again, like, don't let things build up in your heart, you know. As soon as you see signs, you have to like speak up, you know, and you have to do something about it before it gets worse, you know. Okay, yeah, so yeah, let's start with that. And then we have the last one. We have the Queen of Swords. So it's a lot of like feminine energy. Maybe you have to type into that feminine energy. Again, like Taurus is like the feminine aspect of Venus energy. With Taurus energy, I feel like you have to tap more into like your inner guidance, you know, the feminine energy within you that allow you to tap into your intuition and allow it to follow, to guide you, you know, and learn how to trust it even more. Learn how to trust your intuition even more, you know, even in moment of doubts, you know. Allow yourself to do what you need to do in order to prove to yourself that whatever it is that you're feeling is what it is or is right, you know. Yeah, trust your own guidance, trust your own inner voice, and you know, whatever is leading you to, whether it's for you to get advice from somebody else or to do something, go ahead, do it, as long as it's is in alignment with you and it feels right in your heart, you know. And even if the outcome is not the best, you're gonna gain a lesson from it, you know. Everything is always working for you instead of against you. It doesn't matter what you go through, okay. You can never lose. You can only elevate and grow, or you can stay stagnant and allow those oppositions or things not going in your favor kind of like stop you and hinder you from seeing the beauty out of the situation or seeing the abundance out of the situation, you know. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords also, don't allow your darkness to like overcome you. Don't allow your past traumas and things like that to change you for the worse. You're stronger than that, you're better than that. People think that strength comes from you doing people wrong, or you know, doing people the same way that they did you. No, strength comes in that moment of like you having to let it go, you having to, you know, just let it be, you know, just move forward from it, you know, just let it go. And that brings so much more strength, because you know, it's just certain things, you know, when you're in that space where something happened and you just want to do somebody wrong, you just want to do it, like, but when you hold yourself back, it's like, it's just so hard for you to do that, but it's so rewarding at the same time, because then you start to see like how all that doesn't matter at the end of the day, and what matters the most is you putting yourself in a better position and doing what is best for you. You getting yourself, you know, the best, you know. You know, let's say you were dealing with something that wasn't good for you, you know, you're moving forward and allow yourself to heal and put yourself in a better energetic space to attract somebody who is better for you. You know, from your past situation, you're learning that the way that the past person acted wasn't what you were looking for in somebody. So now you're able to move forward knowing what you want, what you need, what is better for you. Okay. So yeah. And yeah, don't allow your darkness to overcome you. You know, deal with your demons. Don't go into anybody else's space and heal, and just mess things up for them. Okay, you have to take accountability for your own energy and the energy that you come with and the energy that you attracted. You know, and just be the better person. You know, we don't need any more people out here going into people's lives, ruining their lives, you know. So make sure you take some time to yourself to do the inner work, and you know, stay true to yourself as well, you know. And yeah, so yeah, overall this total moon is just all about us taking accountability and, you know, elevating ourselves financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all that, you know, taking the time that we need to kind of, you know, realize the things that we learn and what we want, what we don't want, what we need, and also allowing new things in our lives, and, you know, allowing ourselves to just continue to bask in, you know, all the finest things of life and operating from a pure heart space. Okay, and also give yourself the best. Tend to yourself, do beauty care, self-care, all that type of stuff. You know, take care of your body, take care of your mental, take care of yourself. Okay, don't give excuses. Don't give yourself excuses for staying where you're at. Okay, just because everybody else is enabling it doesn't mean that it's right. Okay, you know what is right, you know what is wrong internally, so act upon doing what is right. Okay, and don't allow anybody to tell you, oh no, you know, it's okay, you don't need to change that. You know, if they don't like it like this, then don't pay attention to them. But it's like, what do you want? Do you feel good, you know, where you at, you know, with the mentality that you have, the body that you in, the health that you in? Or do you feel as though you can improve in those areas and do better and be better, you know? So be honest with yourself as far as where you at and what you want, and act on it. Do better. And yeah, that's mainly the energy of this Taurus new moon. So I hope you enjoyed this message, and yeah, remember that, you know, self-care is the best care ever. You know, once you start, you know, taking care of yourself, you're gonna feel much more better, and you're gonna come into people's life, you know, in a much more better energy. And I feel like it will be so much more rewarding than you not doing the work on yourself, you know. So yeah, that's it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna catch you guys next time.